are kind of funny. We have the with the earbuds dangling. I guess it's not really even necessary, but Larry Krueger and Ryan Smith.
What's up, everybody? On our way to Niner practice.
Yeah, the grind never stops. Larry's holding a mic while driving the car, and of course we're listening to 95.7. Larry's a company man.
That's right. A little 95.7 The Game this afternoon as we go down to practice, taking in a little Steiny.
A little Steiny.
Little Steiny and a little JD sitting in for Goo today, enjoying it immensely.
And Larry brought up a great point as we were driving down. He was like, you know what? I've been focused so much on the Niners that I haven't really looked at the field, the NFC at large. Who are contenders? I mean, seriously, Larry.
I know. I mean, this is it. I mean, it's like there's all these people going, well, it's year one, Trey Lance, and there's no chance they can go to the bowl. Who's standing in front of them in the NFC that's all that scary? I'm the first team, of course, you immediately think of as the Rams, because the Rams won the Super Bowl. They're the defending champ. But I did hear a stat this week that I thought was pretty alarming. The Rams' big four, Ramsey, Donald, Stafford, and Kupp, last year, guess how many games those four guys combined to miss?
Well, I know the answer, but I'll give it
the answer.
Yeah.
One. It's one.
That's insane.
Those guys were totally healthy all year long. The Rams are super top heavy. They're totally the opposite of the Niners. The Niners are loaded and deep. The Rams are loaded, but they're thin.
Stafford's shoulder also.
The Stafford questions, they back-to-back, trying to go back-to-back and win the Super Bowl. So I think the Rams, one of my bold takes is that I think the Rams don't make the playoffs, and I just think it's because they'll get hurt, and then they'll be leaning on guys that are really not that great. I can see them, I don't think they can win games with Wofford, and I think Stafford could miss some games. So I do love Cooper Kupp now adding Allen Robinson, and I think Robinson could go off. But I think the Rams, by the middle of the year, are going to, lose a couple guys, and the replacements will be a huge step down. So I think they're too thin. Then you got Green Bay. Green Bay's lost Devontae Adams. Rodgers is a year older. They did add
Rodgers already came out and was essentially saying, all right, receivers, we got to step it up. You're blowing it.
Yeah, which is probably going to help their team, to be honest, because that means those guys are going to grow up fast. And there's good receivers there. That's my concern, is that they seamlessly go from Devontae to Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson. And so Watson's been dinged up to start things off, but Doubs has looked great. And we all know that Rodgers is freaking amazing. So he's won the last 2 MVPs. He's the best player in the game. So until he shows that he's going to going to backslide, I think you got to at least respect them as a Super Bowl contender. But losing Devontae hurts, and I don't know. They didn't get it done last year with Devontae at home against the Niners. I think the Niners are more dynamic since then, and I think Green Bay has lost their number one weapon. So that's Green Bay. They're a contender, but so that the Rams, Green Bay. Who else do you like? I don't know if I like anybody. Tampa I like, but where's Brady been the last 10 days?
Where's Brady? There's no more Gronk. He didn't necessarily even want to come back to the team. There's
Julio Jones looks cooked.
He looks cooked. Godwin's injured. It's pretty much just the Mike Evans show.
The O-line's ding. Jensen's done for the year,
Jensen's done for the year, and now Tristan Wirfs is, what's his name?
Wirfs.
Wirfs. So.
Well, what's I don't know the prognosis, but
either way.
45-year-old Brady. That's one of these years he's going to slow down on some level. Maybe this is the year. But yeah, Tampa's defense looks great on paper, and Tampa looks legit, but they're also kind of a little top heavy. I don't know.
The question becomes let's name the teams that, and I'm talking, it could be even a crazy long shot season, but who even has the possibility of making it to the Super Bowl out of the NFC? So we've already named the Rams, the Packers, and the Bucks. After that, it would
have to be a dark horse team. It would have to be like Carolina with Mayfield.
Yeah.
They do have some talent. I like O'Connell, the head coach of the
Yeah.
Vikings, and I like Kirk Cousins, and they do have the best receiver in the game, in my opinion, right now.
Yeah.
In Jefferson, I think.
And if Green Bay has a dip, then maybe that opens up a door for them.
I think Detroit looks like they're going to be better. They're
Yeah.
not going to the Super Bowl. But
No.
I mean, Detroit. I mean, I'm enjoying watching Hard Knocks.
Oh yeah.
And Dan Campbell, A&M guy, who's so easy to root for. But I mean, I guess Philly and Dallas in the NFC East, right? I mean, Dallas had a good defensive offseason. They added several pieces to an already improving defense. So their defense could be really improved as time goes on. But they lost Amari Cooper, and Zeke's a year older. And, so I mean, there's Dallas, then there's Philly, but do you believe in Hurts?
I mean, not to make it to the Super Bowl. I could see them maybe having
They're pretty stacked. They added
A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown on offense, and
Second year of
found a running
Devontae.
game.
Yeah.
And if Hurts is any good, they got that probably is the NFL's best offensive line, to be
Yep.
honest.
And hell,
Phillies.
one thing they've got going for him is if Hurts gets injured, Minshew comes in, and
Minshew's
I don't know if
good.
there's much of a difference.
Yeah, Minshew's playing well. But, in a town like that may actually be bad.
Yeah.
Because they'll sit there and they'll fight it out on sports radio every day. Who's better?
Oh, they already have Nick Foles PTSD, probably.
Yeah. So, I mean, but Philly added the duo from Georgia, Big Jordan Davis in the
Oh.
middle, who's just a freaking
Oof.
load. I mean, he's just a monster. And he's, I mean, even if he's just okay, he absorbs a lot of blockers, and they, makes their D-line just more dangerous. Then they added the linebacker from Georgia, who's awesome. They got him late. So I mean, Philly to me might be a dark horse contender. I could see Philly in that division being the dark horse contender. I could see Carolina in the South being a dark horse contender.
Or maybe I mean,
Saints.
I was kind of high on the Saints, but now I'm a little, there's infighting and practice, and I mean, but then let's go through the quarterbacks of the teams we just named. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, nearly 40. Brady, like freaking
Two-time MVP, though, last 2 years.
That's true. But like Brady's 90 years old.
Well, that's the other thing. Who's Tampa's backup quarterback?
Oh, I have no idea.
Isn't it Trask?
It is. Yep, Trask
But, I mean,
from
they may have
Florida.
another guy, but I mean, Trask. I mean, you got a 45-year-old quarterback,
Yeah.
and they don't really have a good number 2.
And then Stafford, he's on the older
It's
side, and
Wofford.
he's banged up.
They're thin.
And then
maybe
it's like
Arizona. I mean, I'll
Kyler,
tell you, I kind of like Seattle's team. I think they're a little bit underrated. I definitely like them as an overplay
yeah.
for the year, but they don't. I mean,
Geno-
Drew Lock and Geno Smith are going to make sure that they have a